Sweet. All right. I think everything is good and ready to go for the Grand Prix here in Canada then. So, we are going to do short quality, of course, for this one as well. It is going to be a full wet session for qualifying. It's going to be the same weather, actually, the entire time around as well. The rain doesn't ease up, doesn't get worse. It just stays the same percentage, apparently. So, it is going to be a full wet qualifying. However, as you can see for the Grand Prix, it is going to be mostly dry. Very similar to what happened in Spain. It's mostly dry. And that final segment, we're going to get some not quite as heavy rain as in Spain, but we're still going to get some pretty decent rain here in Canada as well. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. A very, very interesting one. But hopefully, we're going to try and get a good result here. I think everything should be set up and ready to go. So, let's head underway for Q1. Or the only qualifying session, I should say, actually, here in Canada. Let's do this. Gillen also started stuff, so went longer than medium runner somehow. Dude, I don't know how he does it, man, honestly. I genuinely don't know how he does it. I think he went like nearly 25 laps something on the soft tire. Because I stayed on the medium tires for a while right behind him, and he was still pulling away after like 15 or so laps. It was ridiculous. I don't know how he does it. He's a mastermind behind looking after the tires. A tire whisperer, literally. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. Okay. The gloves are on. Time to get down to business. Ideally, we probably try and only use 1 or 2 inches for qualifying here. We shouldn't have to use wet tires. It's not too bad for that. Let's load up our Canada setup real quick. Like so. 1813. I mean, that's probably... The wings are probably okay for a dry, but I think for the wet, I'm going to up that front wing a little bit to maybe 24. Brake bias, we'll put to 55. And I think that should be all okay there as well. We will put a bit more fuel in the car as well, so we can do a few successive laps. We'll go about 7, and let's head out on track for our first laps of some very wet...
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
España. Maybe, noob, maybe. This is what surprised me. It's a semi-street track because it's technically a park. I think there's only like, is it the back straight? I think it is. I think the back straight they use as the part of the road or something. I don't remember exactly what it is. Oh, these conditions are weird, actually. It's not that bad. Let's let Antonelli go here. It's one that tries to go added to Gran Turismo. Nice. I don't play Gran Turismo. It's okay, Kimmy. It's all right. You can stay ahead, mate. No stress. You can stay ahead of me. All right. Let's try and keep his tires nice and warm. Like I say, I'll probably do a few successive laps here. The track will obviously pick up a bit of a dry line as we go for longer runs, so... Alright. Here we go. Through the final corner. Don't invalidate already. That'd be awful if that happened, but here we are. All right, let's do this. First lap of Q1. Lock in. Let's try and get a nice run in early on. Nice apex there. Pebble first sector. 20.6 for Esteban Ocon so far. It is still quite early, obviously, so can't really say what will be the fastest times and stuff at the moment. 20.4 for Hadjar. Nice apex there. 19.8 for Lewis. Now we go from the hairpin all the way down to the final chicane. Got a lot of battery in the tank here. A bit more difficult to use it in the rain, obviously. Ooh, that's a little bit too tight to the left-hand side curb. Green middle sector. Here we go to the line. How's it going to be for our first lap? 19.8. Okay. P2. That's a lot better than our qualifying in Spain, wasn't it? Much, much better. P2 at the end of our first run. Let's recharge the battery and we'll go again next lap. Only half a tenth away from Hamilton now, I think, as well. So I'm pretty content with that. Hulkenberg did a good lap too. So nice to see both the Audis up there at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. This is modded, Tatton. We've reached our harvesting limit, but should be okay to get to 100. Just at a lot slower rate. I've got a Alpine behind us, so we'll have to let go real quick. And we'll try another run after that. Come on, little Alpine. He's not even on the lap, never mind. He's not even on the lap anyway. Are you going to box or are you going to start a lap? You're starting a lap. I hate you. I hate you so much. All right, here we go. Second lap. Let's try and find a little bit more. Nice chicane. Purple first sector again. That first sector seems to be our specialty right now. Gonna try and get the exit onto the straight. Feel the back end really struggling to stay down. Nice chicane there as well. Can we get the exit? Nice. 3/10 up right now. This is a good lap. Lando Norris splits the two Audis apart so far. This second lap looking pretty strong. Might get a bit of slipstream, actually. Maybe this will work out against Colapinto. Nice exit there as well. And that should be a P1 lap time, I think. Here we go to the line. That's a 19.3, and we take the top spot here in Canada. This is literally the complete opposite of Spain so far. Our pace in Spain was horrendous, but so far here in Montreal, we are on top in qualifying by a good couple of tenths as well. I think Hamilton is about 3 tenths off from us right now, so that first lap there was very useful. Rear tyres are coming up in wear a little bit. The fronts are all good. Maybe we could just stay with those intermediate the entirety of quali here. Probably can do one more run if we want to, but I think we'll probably just pit and have a look at the times real quick. That's Russell behind us. He's already done a lap. I think everyone at this stage has probably done a lap by now. Don't think anyone will be doing runs at the moment. Let's just check that the weather is going to stay at this level. Weather report.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
This seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
Well, I'll tell you what, chat. End of quali could be very interesting here. 10 more minutes of rain? Ooh, I wonder if it might dry up a little bit towards the end. Don't know if it'll dry up enough for softs, but that is very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's go and have a look at the times real quick. let's have a look at the times. Yeah, the 26 DLC should drop in April, from what I've heard so far. Okay. What's the weather on here say? Yeah, it does say it drops off a little bit, actually. Not by a lot, though. Yeah, look at that, chat. 4/10 up on Lewis Hamilton right now. That second lap was a really good one. And that is a very polar opposite story to what happened in Spain, huh? Very, very polar opposite. Indeed, Nico, yeah. It's all I had in the fridge. I'm not going to lie. The Lando Norris monster has grown on me a little bit. It's by far my favorite, and it never will be. But it's not as bad as people make it out to be. I'm not going to lie. It ain't too bad. Both the Red Bulls in 9th and 10th so far as well. Jeez, those guys are having a terrible quality so far. This has literally been the complete opposite of Spain so far. Wild. From a second down to 4/10 up, stop changing the AI levels. Sorry, I can't help myself modding the game files constantly. I can't stop myself. You just said it's by far your favorite? By far not my favorite, is what I meant. I promise you, Lando Norris Monster is not my favorite. By far. I think my favorite right now is probably the Strawberry Dreams, I'd say. That's my go-to. Okay. Almost 100k likes on TikTok, by the way. And I'm probably going to restart the stream soon anyway, so. All that work, gone. I had an orange popsicle one earlier. It was rank. An orange popsicle monster? Unfamiliar. Very unfamiliar. Okay, I mean, we definitely are going to do some more laps at the end here. I just don't know if it's going to be on a dry tire or not, really. Let's go to the last 5 minutes and see what the rain's looking like. There's a few others on track right now. Charles Leclerc's still on the inters. Let's see what Charles Leclerc does. Why restart the live so I can reset the algorithm? He's boxing anyway? Bruh. Why would you do that to me? Alonso moves into P4. Have these guys both done their laps? I think they might have. Yeah, they are. Okay. Okay, so even after their second laps there, we're still in P1. Hadjar did improve to P6, but... Oh, chat, look at that weather. Wait. It's still raining. Everyone's heading out for the final lap, but it is still raining out here. Yo, Max was last in the speed trap. Holy. Almost last, I should say. He was locking up coming out the pits. Yeah, I don't think it's quite enough for a dry tire race. I think we have to go for another inter. We could probably use the same inter, though. We'll drop the fuel down to the minimum, and that should be good. All right, let's do this.
Okay,
One last lap, chat. One last lap. Let's go. Let's see if we can try and cement this pole position. The track should be a bit faster now as well, because the rain has got a bit lighter. And we are the last one to leave the pits as well, so... All right. There we go. Let's do this. Lock in. We should see many lap times being improved on this final run. But can we improve? That's the question. These guys are leaving some space for each other up here, so I'm just going to back off a little bit. We'll just burn a little bit of fuel behind these guys as well. That should be fine. There is an Alpine that's staying in the pits. Maybe they're saving themselves an inter for the Grand Prix, which is understandable. Burn a little bit more fuel. 2.7, still a little bit much at this stage. There we go. That's better. All right, everyone is starting their final laps now. Let's set the ERS. Ready to go. 40 seconds left on the clock. Through the final chicane we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Can we try and cement pole position here in Canada? It's been a good couple of laps so far, but can we try and find that little bit extra? Lock in. Let's do this. Sliding through turn 2. Track is definitely better. Are we purple in the first? Yes, we are. Max Verstappen, 19.3. 19.0 Fernando Alonso. Verstappen not put a great lap down there. We're down to P4. Perez goes P5. $19.0 for Lando Norris.
All right, we're falling down the field. You've dropped to P6. Come on,
oh, with a big look up with a hairpin. But to be fair, we're actually still looking okay. 7/10 up right now. Don't mess up this final chicane. Do not mess it up. 18.5 for Lewis Hamilton. For the final chicane we go. Oh, a couple of little slides on the exit. Here we go to the line. Oh, we on pole position here in Montreal. It's an 18.5 for us.
Really well done.
We take pole position, ladies and gentlemen, here in Montreal. Great lap at the end. And then we definitely got the full effect of that dry line. And we pick up pole by 24 thousandths to Lewis Hamilton. And look at Nico Hulkenberg. Wow. What a qualifying session here in Canada. We're on pole and our teammate in P3 as well. What a qualifying that is for Audi. Front row and second row, not bad at all. Isaac Hadjar on that Red Bull lineup P4. Verstappen had a tragic qualifying as well, didn't he? 19.3 for the Dutchman. He'll start down in P13. Charles Leclerc in P12 as well. But wow, what a qualifying that is. Yeah, we've got Cadillac in P9 as well. What a ridiculous qualifying. Alonso and Stroll in 6th and 7th there. Lawson in the Racing Bull in P8. And then Ocon now at top 10 as well. We've got George Russell in P15. Piastri. Dude, what happened this qualifying? What on earth happened this qualifying? Some big names down here and some smaller names up here as well. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen, we're on pole position here in Montreal. Lewis Hamilton lines up alongside us down towards turn 1. The short run down towards turn 1 as well. Our teammate Nico Hulkenberg makes it a P3 as well. A P1 and P3 for Audi here in Canada. Hadjar in P4, Norris P5, Alonso, Stroll, Lawson, Bottas, and Ocon all in that top 10. Charles Leclerc will start P12, Verstappen P13, Russell and Piastri in 15th and 16th, Antonelli in P18. Good Lord, what a ridiculous qualifying session. We will take that, though. We will take that any day of the week. And it was only by 24 thousandths as well. Very tight at the end. But we do get the best seat in the house down towards turn 1. What do you think, Nico? Which other team? Are you going to say Red Bull or something? Mice, I think I follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. I'm back now. Nice poll. Thank you, mate. I worked hard for that. Very, very hard. Wow. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've completed one race so far today, and the second one is about to get done as well. We finished P7 out in Spain, which all things considered wasn't too bad at all. However, we are in for a much trickier race this time around here in Canada. Well, not much trickier, but a more competitive one, I'd say, this time around. Mainly because we're on pole position to Lewis Hamilton. So, a lot of big names all over the place, and hopefully we could try and get through a good result here as well, improve on that P7 last time out in Spain. Bare minimum here, we want a podium. If we don't finish on the podium, it'll be very disappointing. So hopefully we can try and find a way to cement that top 3. We start on pole position. Can we see it through after, what, 70 laps, I think it is? Yeah, 70 laps here in Montreal. So, all right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Canadian Grand Prix. We line up on pole position here in Montreal. And as you can see, we are expecting a little bit of weather once again, just like in Spain, here in Montreal. Very similar in terms of the where it's coming as well. The entirety of the race is almost dry, but that one segment right at the end is rain, which is identical to what we had in Spain. So will it arrive at the same sort of time? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out as we go through. But it is lighter, this rain, compared to in Barcelona. So I wonder if that will impact things a little bit more. We'll have to wait and see as we go through the 70 laps. But while the race goes on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick tunnel break. If you guys can grab a drink or a snack, now's a chance to do so. And then we'll be back in a few moments' time, ready for 70 laps of racing action here in Montreal.
Here in Montreal, lights out is quickly approaching on this artificial island originally built for the World Fair in 1967. Now it's used for a World's Fair of a different kind, ever since Formula One first arrived here. We're back in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Wang lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hulkenberg, Hadjar, Lando Norris and Stroll, Lawson, Bottas, Ocon and Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Russell, Piastri and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Colapinto, Lindblad, Behrman and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. What a track this is. And what a challenge for the drivers this weekend. Long straights, heavy braking zones, and a very green surface to start with.
This happens to be one of the driver's favorites. It is a low downforce circuit that is fast and flowing, but it is also demanding on the brakes. And be careful, because let's not forget...
Alex, to get the right man. Vince Dirty Driver confirmed. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Alex the Raven Man. Hope you had a good stream, dudes. I'm going to assume that was probably the Creator Series breakdown. Gillen hates Vince raid. Is that a hate raid I'm seeing? That's it. I'm reporting you to management. Ryzen, I'm going into DMs right now. We don't accept hate raids. I like your conclusion after our contact to the end. I really do think it's one of those where, like, both drivers don't really, like, you know, take much responsibility, but we both accept we probably could have avoided it, right? It's one of those, like, I ain't mad about it. You would have got me regardless, because I was on older tires anyway, so you would have got me regardless. I personally just felt like it could have happened at a later point, you know? But I understood why you made the move, because obviously you wanted to stay with the top guys as well, so... Yeah, it's one of those I'm not personally going to hold a grudge on, you know? We have different opinions, we agree to agree, move on, exactly. And that's how it should be. I think a lot of the time, people like to hang on to it, but, yeah. Did I actually know you had older tires, though? Yeah, I was on, the mediums I was on was the mediums I started on. So, I think there was on 12% on the left-hand side or something, so. I like that shirt. It's clean, isn't it? I like this shirt as well. One of my favorites. Up there with the Aston Martin one I have. This is the part where you feel a bigger fire, get that drama and clickbait going. I think that's already happened at this point, to be honest, so. Might get it, but it'll look better off. Hey, yo. GB, you hearing this, mate? I think you're being cheated on here. Right, let's have a look at some strategies here in Canada, shall we? That rain at the end is going to really make it spicy, isn't it? I know the soft tires here in Canada are not great. I could tell that from Ben's race in Canada in Creator Series. Could we try a hard? Again, that's kind of like similar to what would happen in Barcelona. I think it's just like a what if sort of strategy, isn't it? I think that's too slow anyway, isn't it? I think a hard is just too slow anyway. I feel like a medium hard would probably be quite bad on tire wear too. I heard that Vince raced the t-shirt only, nothing else. Thoughts? Why do you think you only see my top half? TikTok gets a little bit of leg, to be fair to them. Vince definitely sim racing speedos off stream. All right, can we not be revealing secrets? What's going on? Why are we doing this? I mean, I don't know. I've seen GB apparently, you know, does mankinis and stuff off stream, so I'm just going off rumors. No worries, Aiden. Good luck, dude. Although not too much luck. Car race double hards in case rain doesn't show. That's exactly what happened in Barcelona as well. So, what's everyone else starting on? Bit of a mix of mediums and hards, isn't it? Albon's on softs. Albon's the only one on softs, actually. Mostly hards, but some people on mediums as well, so. No wonder your first strat was hard to the end. Bro gets it. This is tricky, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually very tricky. I wouldn't mind starting on mediums, I don't think. How long can we really go on them, though, is the question. Probably not that long, right? Maybe like 20 laps or so. And then balance out this bit. Medium hard and maybe a soft CN if rain doesn't show. You think we extend that medium, that hard tire all the way to the rain? I think we'd risk a lot of track position doing that, though. Okay, I think 20 laps of the mediums is probably about right. Only got one medium. Yeah, we've gone the harder allocation, so start on soft and run away. We're only going to get away for about 4 laps. The soft tires here are useless. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for now. I think we'll go with that. Start on the medium tires. We could probably get a bit of a gap early on against the harder tires. Hulkenberg and Hadjar are both on mediums, but Hadjar is in a Red Bull, Hulkenberg's in an Audi. I'd expect Hadjar to get by him quite quickly. Unless Hulkenberg can hold him up, that'd be useful. So I think getting a good advantage early on if we go mediums for the start, and then we'll go hards up 20 laps. I think that could work. Does anyone remember if Canada was a fuel burner? I can't remember from the Creator Series. Was Canada a fuel burner? Did I struggle on fuel in Canada? I don't remember. I'll go 1 lap over. And that should be good, I think. I don't remember if we burned fuel or not very well in Canada. But I think 1 lap over should be alright regardless. We can save if need be as well, I guess. Okay. That should be everything set up and ready to go there. Right. Prediction chat. Nico, you said you had a good prediction to cook up, right? What was your prediction in the end? I think I might have missed it. In the meantime, for those of you guys on TikTok, I'm going to restart the stream real quick. So if you're watching on TikTok, refresh the page real quick and you'll see me go live again. But I'm just going to restart the stream on TikTok. I'll be back with you guys in 2 seconds. If my mouse wants to work. Why does my mouse do this sometimes where it just randomly struggles? Stupid thing. I was just saying a lot of the top teams are scattered and Hulk is most importantly with us. To be fair, I reckon like an Audi versus Red Bull could be quite interesting. Because Red Bull are P4 and P13. That's crazy to say, isn't it? Red Bull versus Audi. How much faith do we really have in Hulk? How much faith do we really have with him? Do you guys like that? Audi versus Red Bull, who takes the win? I don't think so, Nico. I think he lost out in the end. I think it's still worth it, though. I mean, maybe. I mean, we could do McLaren if you're not too confident with Red Bull. We've got Lando in P5 and Piastri in P16. So if you're not too confident with Red Bull, we could do McLaren instead. Or you could do all three of them. I don't know. I don't mind. What about both Audi's top 5? Way too much faith in Hulkenberg. You have way too much. He's been pretty poor this season, Hulkenberg, I'll be real. Let's do that. McLaren, Red Bull, and Audi. Who scores the most points? I think that should be a good fight today. Especially with Verstappen and Piastri starting quite low down. So let's run that. Those 3 teams. Similar to the last one in Barcelona, to be fair. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Would Ferrari be better than McLaren? Where's the Ferraris? Ferraris are 2nd and 12th. Nah, stick to McLaren. Stick to McLaren. That'll be fine. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's about time we got underway, so let's do this. We start pole position for, I believe, the 2nd time this season. I think we've got 1 pole, maybe 2 poles so far, but we've got another one here in Canada regardless, and we'll get the best view in the house down towards turn 1, and hopefully we could try and maybe even hold the lead down towards turn 1 as well. So only a short run down to the opening corners, and hopefully we could try and hold it as well. We're joined by Lewis Hamilton on the front row. Our teammate starts in P3 as well. It's a great qualifying for both the Audis, which is a bit of a opposite turn of events since Barcelona. And the second strategy here is what we are planning for today's Grand Prix as well. A medium hard. However, as you can see on that weather forecast, the late stages of the race, we are expecting, just like in Barcelona, more rain in the late coming stages of this race. It's a 70-lap race. When will that rain arrive? Will it arrive? Who knows? We'll find out as we go through the Grand Prix. But for now, we put all of our focus on the on towards turn 1 and with the medium tires, and fingers crossed we can try and get a good result. Today's prediction, ladies and gentlemen, who will get the most points out of Audi, McLaren, and Red Bull? Make sure you get predictions up in the chat in a moment's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Canadian Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up in the chat right now. Which team will score the most points here in Canada? Will it be the boys in silver, the Audis? Will it be the Red Bulls? Or will it be Team Papaya? Get your predictions up right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Canadian. Oh my God, look at that parking. Holy, we did 0.0 on the line there. Love to see it. Beautiful. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. P1 is where we start here in Canada. Can we hold the lead into the opening few corners? We're about to find out. The rest of the grid lining up for the opening lap here in Canada. Here we go. 5 red lights here in Montreal. Oh, it's a long hole, but away we go. Here in Canada, that's not too bad. Off the line, Lewis Hamilton actually got an initial pretty good launch, but the second phase wasn't quite there for the Brit, and we will hold the lead in the opening couple of corners here in Canada. Great start for ourselves. Can we try and hold it now? Hamilton, of course, is on the harder compound right now too, so hopefully, being on the medium tire, we could try and get a bit of an early advantage with Hulkenberg also holding on to P3 right now. Hadjar in P4, Lance Stroll in P5 as well. He's had a good launch down towards the opening corner, and we will hold the lead on the opening lap so far. Hopefully got some good straight line speed. I did forget to lower down my front wing though, I'll be real. I forgot to lower my front wing after the wet quali, but hopefully it won't cause too much of an issue. I'll put it back down to where it should be for the pit stop, and hopefully that will fix it up. But out the final corner we go. Didn't quite break DRS just yet, but won't become active until next lap anyway. Yeah, not a bad start at all. Not a bad start. We needed a good start, and we got one. Didn't have to be an amazing start, but it was a good start, and that's all that matters. Didn't lose the position. Hamilton is slowly breaking away from Hulkenberg down toward turn 1 here as well.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Let's try and charge them back in these first few corners. Like I say, with us being the medium tire right now, we need to try and form a gap to Lewis Hamilton early on. The car so far feeling pretty good, but obviously it's still early doors, and once these tires wear down, that's when we'll start to really see the effects of it a bit more. And we have broke that DRS, which is very good news. Pebble first sector there as well. Lovely stuff. Let's try and maintain that gap. Do not let Lewis into the DRS. Nearly went too deep there, but we're good. Why do I do the formation lap in cockpit cam? Just for the immersion. Get you guys into the mood, into the groove. Nice apex that. Hamilton got a good exit, but we're still 1.5 ahead. Okay, this is all about managing that gap now. We broke the DRS to Hamilton. Now it's all about managing the pace, managing the battery. And hopefully we can manage the position as well. Also manage the tires too. Can't forget about that. Tires will be very important to look after as well. There's the fast lap of the race. Will that get beaten? Doesn't look like it. There's already a bit of a gap forming in the groups here as well. Looks like the top 8 have kind of pulled away from the rest of the group. Hamilton, hopefully Hamilton on the hards will be a cork. Yeah, Hamilton's kind of like a bit of a blockade for us right now. And I tell you what, Stroll's got past Hadjar as well. Right now, chat, this is probably best case scenario, isn't it? If Hulkenberg can get past Hamilton, that actually is probably best case scenario. But otherwise, this is pretty perfect, isn't it? Hadjar's dropped position, Hulkenberg's held, and Lance Stroll's gained. So for us, this is like very ideal. I like it. I like it a lot. 200% races? Yes, sir. This is our second 100% race of the day. Don't say I don't treat you guys. Hamilton has nearly broke DRS to Hulkenberg, to be fair. I don't think Hulkenberg will really be able to stay with him too much. Now the final corner we go. 13.6. Seems like the first sector is definitely where we're strongest, so we'll try and maximize that, really. That'll be the plan. Lars is cooking, must be the eyebrows. It's that Nui rocket ship, isn't it? That totally exists. Chat, what if after all this time, Adrian Nui was actually a fraud and got carried by some good drivers? What if? Just got here. Let's add our third. Yes, sir. Welcome in, Laia. Good to have you, man. Car feels a little bit heavy into the hairpin, but probably just the fuel. I thought that, but dismissed it, to be honest. I will say I am rage playing a little bit like that. I don't think Adrian is a bad designer, but I do wonder if he has completely screwed up these regulations. I think he's sandbagging. I don't see reliability issues being sandbagging, though. Like, testing is really important for the teams. Not to show their pace, but to show their reliability. And Aston Martin have not shown any reliability so far. Whoops, that was way too much for a cut there.
No need to worry about the tyre conditions.
Maybe, Nico, maybe. But he is on stupid money at Aston Martin, and if he's made an absolute dog of a car, then yeah, Aston are in big, big trouble. But I do think a lot of their issues do come from reliability itself more than anything. We haven't really been able to see like what the car's actually capable of yet, because they just can't get some consistent running down. Blow up the engine, we need to sandbag, right? Like, it makes no sense, does it? I fully understand that teams are going to, like, you know, run lower mode engines and stuff like that. They're not going to obviously push their cars to their maximum in testing. That makes no sense. But no one's going to pretend to have mechanical issues like that, you know, and compromise their own running, which is very important for them. Still 2 seconds, Hamilton. That gap's not really increased too much since you broke it. Hot take, this will be Max's last year in F1 for a while. Is that a hot take, though? I fear that's not really a hot take. Wow. Sliding already through that corner. That's not great. Yeah, our fuel looks okay so far. Kind of been steady that 1 lap mark, so I think we're okay. I'm going to worry about that too much. 2.2 to Hamilton. Opened up a little bit so far. What's your top 3 for 26 drivers if you had to guess? It's really difficult to say right now because, like I say, we don't really have an idea on pace yet. We have an idea on reliability, but we don't have an idea on pace. But from what I've heard and seen so far, it seems like Ferrari might be quite strong. And Mercedes might be quite strong as well. Maybe we see Russell and Leclerc going for a title fight.
Gap to your teammate behind, 4.1 seconds.
It's very difficult to say at the moment. I think next week, though, sometime next week, we're gonna do a we're gonna sit down and do some predictions. Oh, come on. It's a hot take because they said for a while like it'd come back. Yeah, true, actually. Good point. Good point. Gap's opened up a little bit to Hamilton now, 2.5. Look at the gap to Hulkenberg and Stroll now. 4.5 to our teammate, 7.6 to Lance Stroll. So the gap's opening up nicely against those guys. Lance Stroll, obviously, in his home Grand Prix, filling the groove. Alex, in that follow me. Appreciate it. Welcome into the Twitch as well. I think Mercedes are sandbagging the most out of all teams. Okay, chat. Once again, every team is technically sandbagging right now. No one is using their higher engine modes right now. No one's pushing the maximum out of their engine and their car and their battery. Technically speaking, everybody's sandbagging. Which is why it's so hard to really show, you know, who has the best pace so far. You just cannot really take testing times that seriously. The only thing you can really gather from testing is reliability. That's it. they're pushing in spurts for data. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even then, it's still not going to be like they're actually at their maximum anyway. The only real time we'll get to see them at their true pace is in the first qualifying session of the season. That's when we'll see them at their maximum. I mean, to be fair, even then they might not be too comfortable going, like, fully at it, you know? The only team that's not sandbagging is Aston because they can't use the car, exactly. But yeah, it is genuinely looking very bleak for Aston right now. As an Aston Martin fan, this is going to be a very difficult season, I think. I'm a bit concerned. It was supposed to be like the turn for Aston Martin. This year is supposed to be the year where they come out the blocks and show, you know, what they're about. And so far, it's been nothing short of embarrassing, really. It's been horrendous. 6.5 to Hamilton. That gap is starting to settle down now, isn't it? What's the tyre we're saying? 20% that rear left. Creeping up. It's about 2% pull up, roughly. Just over. What do you think of Val saying Red Bull turned down their engine after the team started taking notes? Every team did. I'm sure every team did. Mercedes have been saying that Red Bull are the strongest. Red Bull have been saying Mercedes are the strongest. There's a lot of back and forths right now. We'll have to witness it with our own eyes in Australia. As to who the best actually is. Gap to Hulkenberg, 5.5 seconds. We pushed Honda way too much. We didn't help Honda. I think the other issue is as well is like, it was very prominently known that Nui was going to design a car that was, you know, very risky. It was well reported before Aston Martin revealed their car that Nui had taken several big risks and big gambles with the aerodynamics of the car, which might also be limiting Honda as well. And I can't forget as well, this is also Aston Martin's first year building their own gearbox. Previously, they could use the Mercedes transmission, but they can't do that this year because obviously they're not with Mercedes anymore. So Aston Martin built their own transmission for this year, and they have had, I think, 3 faults on the gearbox so far in testing. On the gearbox alone, it's ridiculous. And obviously, like, for race starts and stuff, these F1 cars need a high amount of revs. And from what's been reported so far, apparently the gearbox can't withstand that amount of torque that's required. Oh, that was way too much of a cut. And that's a big problem. If you can't even use the regulations to their maximum, then you're in for a troublesome season. Loki hoping we'll see Max back on top this year. It doesn't feel the same if he's not WDC. Are you newer to F1 by any chance? If you're newer to F1, it probably does feel weird to see him not on top, but I've been watching F1 since I was just a young kiddywinks. And I've seen many champions, you know, go to and fro. Whoa, my God. Holy shit, bro. Yeah, these rear tires are starting to cook up a little bit.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front
Did well to keep that on the wall, to be honest.
So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Achievement lap time was 17.5. Third year watching it now. Makes sense. Once you see a couple more champions, you won't feel that way anymore. I mean, I remember when Lewis Hamilton was dominating and stuff like that, and I thought it was never going to end, bro. When he won that 2020 World Championship, I was like, oh, my days, bro. This is going to be like the next 5 years of this happening. Clear track, but underwear isn't clear? Definitely not.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that.
Kind of crazy. His medium tires are already kind of cooked.
That going right through to the end of the race.
You can download it from overtake.gg. Yeah, these rear tires are struggling now.
Tyre wear for now.
I mean, 29 and 26% isn't that bad, but I can definitely feel the wear more as we go. Lando Norris into P4 now as well. Hulkenberg still in P3, but I fear that may not last too long. You want to have Seb back? I think everyone wants Seb back in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to lie, though. I don't want to see Seb do F1 again, though. I want to see Seb do something outside of F1. Go and do some endurance racing and stuff, you know? An endurance racing team of Verstappen, Vettel, and Alonso would be so cold, bro. Hamilton's closing. That hard tyre is definitely the better tyre now, isn't it? What lap are we picking again? Lap 20? Gotta try and hold this for another 6 laps. It's gonna be tricky. We have definitely seen the best of these medium tyres. Oh my god, just look how much it's sliding the moment we hit a curb. I fear I might not be able to defend this. Max Vettel, Hulk, and Alonso at Le Mans. Oh, Hulk as well would be great. Absolutely great. I wouldn't mind seeing 7 in a leadership role in F1. There was some rumor about him taking over from Helmut Marko at Red Bull. I'd have liked to have seen that. That'd have been cool to see. I think it's safe to say that Helmut Marko is not exactly the most liked person in the world, and I think Vettel replacing would definitely have done the world of good for Red Bull's PR, to be honest. Helmut Marko, to be fair, I mean, like, Helmut was very good at his job, but he was a PR disaster for Red Bull. Oh my god, I'm sliding so much, dude. This is crazy. I'm only 15 laps onto these tires and I'm sliding everywhere. I don't think I'll be able to put up much of a challenge against Hamilton here. Hamilton did DRS. Did he get it, did he? Yeah, I think he did. Look how much he's catching. Crap. It's not good. He's a little bit too far back for turn 1, but I fear lap 16. This might be the lap we lose the lead, chat. We've led every lap until this point, but I think the tide is about to turn. We're only a few laps away from pitting anyway, so hopefully we can try and just cling on to his DRS something for now, but what's Stroll doing in his P5? It's his home Grand Prix, allow him. Home Grand Prix shenanigans for him. Out we go, onto the straight again. I don't want him to pass here. This will be a bit of an annoying place for him to pass, but he's going to try and go for it, isn't he? Has a little look to the outside. No room there. We can defend that one, but I fear we can't defend the next one. Here he comes again. He's going to have a look at the hairpin, isn't he? Round the outside he goes. He's actually a little bit behind the brakes there as well as we go side by side through the hairpin. Hamilton's still sticking to the outside. I'm kind of in the wrong gear there through the exit of the hairpin. And Hamilton with the drive out will take the lead here in Canada. What a... Oh, too late, Morgan. Too late on that one. Good effort, but too late. But Hamilton, ladies and gentlemen, will take the lead on lap 16. I fear it was going to happen. And it has indeed. Hopefully we can just try and stay within a second of him. And maybe we'll get some DRS in him and try and use that until we pit. We plan on pitting on lap 20, so... Norris at the back of Hulk. Not anymore. Norris is now P3, so... Both Audis losing a position on lap 16. That's tough. That's a tough one to accept. The DRS here as well. Just get ourselves a little bit closer. I think we might lose DRS already, you know. We might be about to lose DRS already. I think we... I don't know. Did we get it? I don't know. Maybe not. Hamilton's pace on that hard tire is just very good right now. I don't think we got it, did we? No, we didn't. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. We've got 3 more laps to pit chat. We're going to box on lap 20. We've got 7.4 to Norris behind. That's not too bad, but he'll probably gain, like, what, a second a lap or something? So by the time we pit, he'll probably be about 4 seconds behind us.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
But let's keep pushing. Hulkenberg is still within DRS range of Lando, so let's see if we can try and keep that going. You can see the rear spinning up a lot through turn 2. That was probably too much curb there as well, wasn't it? 2-stopper? Yep. Yeah, we are doing a 2-stopper. However, we are expecting rain late in the race, so we've got to take into account the possibility of that. Rears are cooked. 42 and... Look at the difference between the rears and fronts, by the way. Look at the difference between the rear tires and the front tires. The fronts are chilling. 16 and 11%. The rear's on 42 and 36. It's literally tripled on the tire wear. Quadrupled if you compare front right to rear left. Good lords. Should I get a rally or GT setup? Where are you going to race more? If you race GT more, get a GT setup. If you race rally more, get a rally setup. Weather update. I doubt we'll hear anything now, but we'll check. Weather report.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Yeah, nothing yet. Next lap we can box chat. To be fair, Lando's not caught as much as I thought he would.
Gap is +7.
We've still got 7 seconds to Lando, so that's not too bad. Easily another medium stint at least. We don't have another medium, that's the issue. We have hard tires and soft tires only. But I think hard's the next tire would probably work best anyway, so... Remember, adjust your wing. Yeah, it should be set up and ready to go. What's after the hards? Probably another hard, to be honest. Like I say, this all depends on the weather at the end as well. The late weather is going to very much depend on, well, set our strategy up for us. Hamilton's 2.3 now. I think they got about 3 seconds when we pit.
Now we're boxing this lap.
Here we go, chat. In this lap. In this lap. Hopefully these next set of hards have a bit more pace about them. I'm not too happy with the gaps we have across the field, though. I will say that. I'm a little bit concerned we might come out of the pits. But we have to kind of live with that at the moment. Maybe extend a bit. The tires are not great, so I think I would rather have the traffic personally. I think we'll lose more time from from the tires and the traffic. If we could get out around where the Red Bull is, that'd be ideal, I think. I think it's Verstappen, that Red Bull. Oops, that's a little bit deep. Here we go. Hamilton lost a little bit of time that lap, didn't he? 1.9 they got to Lewis. All right, here we go. Good pit entry. Hard tires were assigned. Downforce is set. Here we go. We need a good pit stop here, chat. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Go, boys, go. Nice, 2.4.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Fantastic stop.
Be the group, be the group, be the group, be the group.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Come on, this is close. This is really close. Oh! Oh! That is perfect. That is millimeter perfect. Wow. Any sort of delay on that pit stop would be in the traffic. That was huge. Absolutely huge. Brilliant. That is massive. Really good. We timed that perfectly, I think. We beat all that. Look how many cars are behind us, man. That is huge. Genuinely. I cannot overstate how big that is. We'll get DRS and Hajar here as well. Might be a little bit too far back for the final corner, but... yeah, look at that. It broke away from Sainz already. 1.5. Wow. Teammates in. Hulkenberg's in.
Okay, Nico's in.
Hajar's in.
Nico in the pits.
The only two staying out are the two on the hard tires. Beautiful. Dude, that is huge, chat. Traffic did indeed not cook you. Yep, we cooked the traffic, in fact. Or my pit crew cooked the traffic.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on
I give a little bit of a love tap to the barrier on the right-hand side there. Hopefully the tyres are okay. Let's give it a quick check. Went up a little bit, but not by much. I can't relate, I'm afraid, 80. Cannot relate to that one, I'm afraid. Right, let's keep it on that gap to Lewis as well. Hope that gap should come creeping down now. Now that these tyres are warmed up and we can get some grip put down on the circuit. Get like 3/10 in that hairpin alone there. Vegeta and Ginza, thank you for watching Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Or Ginza, maybe. Apologies if I said that wrong. Appreciate the follows. What gap do you need to be ahead of Hamilton? We were 2 seconds. Fast lap, wow.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Rainbow lap there too. We were 2 seconds behind him when we pit, so I think we probably are already ahead of him, aren't we? But the more we catch now, the better. It'll help out a lot later if we can catch now. I'd like to maybe see if we can catch Norris too before he pits, but I don't know if that will happen. We got mid-session save here as well. I'll do that real quick. Only 18.5 pit loss here. Not gonna lie, it felt a little bit less. Were we 18 and a half seconds in front of that group? I think it was a bit less. I'd argue it's a bit less than that. When we finish in Spain, P7. Do I stream here on TikTok? Only on TikTok. I also stream on Twitch as well. We're on the purple and on TikTok. I probably will start doing some YouTube streams at some point. But yeah, at the moment, only on Twitch and TikTok.
And gap to the car in front, 6.5 seconds.
Just a PSA as well to those of you guys who are new here or maybe didn't know. If you do ever miss a stream or ever miss a race and you want to catch up on something, all of these videos are uploaded onto my YouTube channel as well. So If you miss a race or you want to rewatch a certain moment or something like that, all of these streams are uploaded directly to my YouTube. So make sure to subscribe there and keep yourselves up to date on the career modes. $13.4 to Lewis already. Wow, we're catching good. We're catching real good. What up, Kieran? How's it going, mate? Five seconds to Lando as well. I don't know when these hard tires are going to pit, but I kind of hope they keep pumping out laps for now because we are much quicker than them at the moment. I've got to be a bit careful with my battery, though, I will say. 13.1, another fastest lap of the race. Wow, we're flying right now, chat. These hard tires cooking. Absolutely cooking. Are they waiting for the rain? Nah. The rain is still very far away. We won't be getting rain until at very least, lap 50. .9 to Norris already. Yo, if we could catch Norris before he pits, that'd be massive. We're on lap 25 right now, so I do wonder if this might be the lap they pit. Let's see. Oof. Get a V10 mod installed. Maybe in the future. Maybe for season 2. Hamilton's in. There we go. Does that mean Lando's in as well? Yes, it does. Which means we will take back the lead, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we'll probably have around 7 seconds to Hamilton when he comes out. Let's see. Out through turn 2 we go. Hamilton's through turn 2 as well. What's that gap? 5 seconds? Only 5 seconds? 13 to Norris. I like that one. I like that gap to Lando. Not sure I'm a big fan of that gap to Lewis, though. Yeah, they're both on hard tires again, which means they'll do mediums at the end, won't they? Hamilton is definitely our rival today, isn't it? I think we definitely are in the battle for the win, but Hamilton is going to be a problem in that late stint. Again, the rain here is going to be very interesting. That's going to make or break this race. This stream is actually amazing, I can't lie. Thank you, F1 Soft Tire. I appreciate that. Me personally, though, I am more of a medium tire guy, I'll be real. But I appreciate the kind words regardless.
That's the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Clouds starting to look a bit more grey in places now as well. It is supposed to be cloudy for most of the race, to be fair. The weather forecast did say it'll be cloudy most of the race. Lewis has 6 lap pressure hard tires. Yep. And what's our wear right now for comparison? 9 and 8% on the rear tires. Dello being our best player so far is very telling. Is it still 0-0? What's happening over there? Still 0-0. I don't mind it because I get a few points from James Garner if he's playing. I assume he is. There's no way he's not. Tell you what, that gap to Hamilton's actually kind of increased a little bit so far, isn't it? Don't think it's quite got those hard tires fired up yet. Maintained at 5.7 now. 5.8. James Gunn in the FPL, Christ. He gets some big points, though, from defensive contributions. He gets loads. How many races in are you? In the season, this is race number 10, I believe. Let me get rid of that guy on TikTok for you guys real quick. That's obviously a spamming bot account. L-bot. 5.9, 6. Jesus. We're actually quicker than Lewis right now. You're the biggest bot noob. Been meaning to get rid of you for a while. Can you watch driving behind? I can indeed.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.2 seconds.
Once Mark starts waffling. Driver behind.
That's Hamilton behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1:13.4. Okay, mate, we want to make sure we're saving some ERS, so let's try and charge it up now.
I hope you got the info you wanted there. We're still gapping Hamilton, by the way. Otherwise, I say they just gained 0.3 of me. I know it's called Cyrus a spamming bot. But it's true, though. Am I wrong? He's a terrible bot as well, because he misspells everything. Not even a good one. Formula V can piss off. I don't know why you're even doing it. Formula V is horrendous in iRacing. What's the weather report? Weather report, probably nothing yet.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Okay, dry.
Nothing at the moment.
Tire for now.
We are approaching the halfway mark of this race. 5 laps away from that being the truth. Ooh, that cockpit view was a little bit late, no? And that cockpit view was late, am I wrong? Very late? Yeah, that's blockable then.
Tyre condition still looking good.
That's a blockable one. Tommy sweeps in, bloody internet. Yeah, blame it on that. Fernando is faster than you. Wherever it is, Fernando. Can't see him in that top 5. Okay, Hamilton has gained a little bit now. I think he's finally got those hard tires worked in. Car feels a bit better now as well with the wing lowered down the front. Bit easy to save the battery like that too. Is F126 going to be a second part of F125? Kind of. It's going to be a DLC. So you'll need to own F125 to play 26. Purple first sector there, wow. Yeah, so that cockpit view came up after I started the lap, which means it doesn't start until the next lap, if that makes sense. Whenever a cockpit view is redeemed, it's always for the next lap after. Not the current lap. I heard that AI got better, is that true? There's been some updates, but I can't really feel a massive difference, to be honest with you. There are some tracks where the AI are very strong, and there are some tracks where the AI are very weak. .3 lap times are still good, man. Very happy with the lap times. What's Lewis's lap time? Let's have a look. He's definitely our main battle today. Driving behind.
Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:13.6.
13.6. It was actually fast that lap. We were 0.3 faster than Hamilton that lap. However, we're about to lose a lot, though, because of that slide we just had through turn 3 and 4. Half-time, 0-0. Sesko's warming up. He's definitely going to score. He would have seen the Jokeres bag 2 yesterday and is definitely taking it personally. If we're going to hit the Wolverines, make it the Wall of Champions at least. But then it'll be a fraud. I don't want to be a fraud. Quote from the AI. Yeah, that statement is very fitting with me, Paolo. Let's say that. Put me in Silverstone, I'm ass there. Put me in Mexico, I'm good there. I don't know. Make it make sense. Do I go Cheez-Its or Goldfish? I've not tried Cheez-Its before. I've tried Goldfish before and they're alright. I don't know. I find Goldfish a bit bland, personally. So I'd probably say Cheez-Its. Even though I've not had it. How do I decide for Mercedes in career? Current team's Ferrari, 2 races left. You can do it at the end of the season. You have to wait until after the final race. I wish I captained Jokeres, but he's got me good points. I'm so like 50-50 as to whether I add Jokeres to my team or not. Because he just goes through like these random phases, doesn't he? He'll have a game where he backs 2 goals, then goes like 4 games in a row without scoring or assisting or anything. And it's like, bro, what do I do from here? Why can't I make my life difficult like this? Have you ever had the flavor blasted ones? No, I don't think so. I think the only Goldfish I had is the like original salty ones, I think it was. Bots back. There's 2 bots as well, bruh. TikTok need to do something about these bots. This is genuinely ridiculous. They need to sort it out, man. Exactly, Kurt. Exactly. Diavola, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in. 3.9 to Hamilton now. How are you even able to race in Canada? I literally can't. Are you saying that you struggle in Canada, or you literally cannot race Canada? You struggle? Canada is a difficult track, to be honest. Once you, like, master Canada, it's a very fun circuit, but it's a very low grip kind of track as well. It's so easy to get, like, a little bit too aggressive with the throttle, and suddenly you're facing the wrong way and stuff. Like, even turn-ins as well can be very low grip. You can see how much I'm having to, like, counter-steer a little bit just to keep the car pointing in the right direction. It's a tricky track. You mastered Canada before Monaco? Yeah, well, I hope so. I think most people do that. I love Canada. It's a great track. Am I good at the objective? If I try and do the objective, Hamilton will catch even further, and I can't really let him get much closer than he already is, so we've got to keep like a little bit of a threshold against Hamilton, because don't forget, he's going medium tires for the final stint. So we need to keep some sort of like gap against Hamilton, so I'm not really too concerned about the objective right now. I think pace is kind of more important. Favorite track to watch IRL racing game? Favorite track to watch? Belgium. Racing game. Spain. Although we did have a bit of a mediocre race in Spain today, I love the track so much. It's so fun to drive. Also, Zandvoort's really fun to drive as well. The racing there is not great, but it's very fun doing laps around there. Where is Miami? Deep down in the dumpster. You gotta go dumpster diving to find that motherfucker.
And let's focus till the end.
Silverstone's always a fun watch, IMO. I think Silverstone's a great track in real life. However, I don't honestly rate it all that much in the game. I don't know. Maybe it's a skill issue, though. Silverstone, unironically, is one of my worst tracks, so I might be a little bit biased. Did he say 10 to 15 minutes to rain? Hold up, was that just here? Engineer, repeat.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Ooh. Either we go hard tyres now or we hold out, chat. What do we do? Well, we'll give it one more lap. Hard tyres now or we hold out to the rain? Hold out, you reckon? In the bottom right, you can see the tyre wear. 26% is the worst tyre on the rear left. Stay out and hope they pit. I don't know if they're going to. I think Hamilton's going to pit on lap 50 for medium tyres, so I think they might hold out to the rain. Yeah, our lap times aren't amazing right now, and I think Hamilton is still quicker, isn't he?
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Whether, driver behind, sorry.
That's Hamilton behind.
I don't know why I apologise for my race engine.
Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got
Yo.
one more stop. Time last lap, 1:13.9.
13.9? He was only a tenth quicker. Is that Canadian 5 that's coming out of you? Yeah, literally. I spent too long in Canada. To be fair, we do the same thing in the UK as well. We're very apologetic in the UK. Just my instincts coming out, I guess. Bro, how much did Hamilton gain that lap? I feel like he gained a load that lap. What? Driver behind again.
Hamilton behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute 13.5.
Ah, it was 4 tenths quicker. Have I been to the Montreal GP? No, but I really want to. I think we might. I think me and Denner might plan it next year. We have discussed maybe going to Montreal for the Grand Prix next year. Speaking of which, do you recommend the UK for a vacation? My family's asking for suggestions. Yes, but go in the summer. Do not go to the UK outside of summer. There is no point. It's just wet the entire time. 13.8 that time. Hamilton did it, didn't get about 10th on us there. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. God damn! 3 slides through turn 2. End of April is not nice weather. Dude, you saw Brand Touch last year. On Saturday, it was beaming hot. Sunday was freezing cold. It's just going to be like that the entire time. You can't really get consistent days of good weather until the summer. Yo, got more bots on TikTok? Bro, what's going on? TikTok, I need one of you guys to be a moderator. Who wants it? Bro, there's like 5 bots. What's going on? Did I get them? I think I got them all. Nope, there's one more. L bots, bro. We'll see if they come back. Bro, genuinely, AT, since then, it has generally got worse. No word of a lie. It was bad enough as it was, but it's genuinely got worse. The bot had some nice Lance on their PFP. That's crazy, bro. Okay, Hamilton is way too quick right now, chat. I don't like it. I don't know if I can hold out until the rain, man. I think Hamilton's going to get me. Thoughts on the Arsenal domination versus Spurs? Oh, hello. Someone locked up here. Eberechi Eze just loves a goal against Tottenham, apparently. It does nothing all season other than score against Tottenham. You know what? Worth the signing fee alone. 12.8 for Charlotte Leclerc. Wow. Weather report. Weather report.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Drive definitely seems like the fastest tyre at the moment.
It's still a while away, chat.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 26.8 seconds.
What is this rear tire grip right now? 33 in the rear left. I wish I had a medium tire. Got blue flags on Lindblad here. Do we get DRS? We did not. Great. Right, that's what I'm saying, Kurt. But the thing is, if Tottenham got relegated, we'd lose our 6 points a season. Oh my... hold up, chat. I think Hamilton might have damage. Did you see that? I think it's got damage. Hold up, hold up, hold up. GG. GG. Arvid Lindblad, how much have I got to pay you? How much have I got to pay Arvid Lindblad? Bruh! That's big damage as well. That's the entire front right end plate ripped off. Lindblad got no damage out of that. Wait, I reckon we box then, chat. If Hamilton's gonna box right now for a new wing, I reckon we box here. Is it worth? Lindblad just retired as well. Wait, he's actually just retired as well. Definitely not worth. But dude, I'm struggling on my tires though. Yeah, Hamilton's in.
We're approaching the pit window now.
I'm not gonna lie. Lindblad retiring there is actually very funny. Bro came out to absolutely annihilate Lewis Hamilton and dipped. Respect, man. Respect. Excellent signing for Racing Bull. Well played. Hamilton's on softs. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? I guess. That rain's coming in, so you might as well go soft into the rain. Norris is kind of fast right now as well, though. We have got a nice gap now, but...
Caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
F to pay respects for Lindblad.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
23 seconds to Lewis Hamilton now. Weather report.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
What's going on? Why is the rain now 15 minutes away? If you're gonna pay, you gotta do it now. If the rain is 15 minutes away, I think I will. It's lap 44. The rain's 15 minutes away. I think it's worth pitting.
Nico's coming in for his stop now.
Hulk's in, Stroll's in. I think we pit, chat. Norris is gaining as well. He's 8.7 behind right now. He's actually much quicker. Yeah, I think we pit. I think we pit. What tire, chat? Softs or hards? Which one? Softs or hards? Softs. I feel the softs gonna wear out kind of too quickly, though. All right, if you guys want softs, we'll go softs. If you guys want softs, we'll go softs.
Okay,
2.4.
off we go. Back into the race.
Should be well ahead of Hamilton here, hopefully.
Delighted with that.
Maybe.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
12.4 for Lewis.
Dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Out the pit exit we go, and... Do you know what? He's actually recovered a lot of time there. That's kind of crazy. We've got yellow flags on track. Someone else has stopped. Carlos Sainz. Oh, brutal.
Here, but they still have one more stop to make. Let's see if you can get past, but don't overdo it because they're going to be coming into the pit soon.
He had a P2 finish last time out, but... Y'all got more bots, bruh?
Yellow flag.
All right. TikTok, one of you guys is getting modded. Who wants it? One of you guys is getting modded. Who wants it? I think I got them. Shut up, noob. You're not getting it, man. Lucas is here all the time. All right, bet. Lucas, you're modded. Your sole job,
Okay,
get rid of the bots. That's all you gotta do.
No overtaking through the yellow flags.
I don't know, Kicker. We're gonna have words, though. We're gonna have words.
Green flag.
Carlos's car was still there. Oh, it's gone now to say that. How do you get Audi in F125? We're using mods. Lewis Hamilton, 12.2.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Purple first sector. That's what I want to see. We should be reeling in Lando Norris very quickly here. 6.4 the gap at the moment. Nico Hulkenberg in my chat. W. Can you Reckon you can finish on the podium, please, Nico, mate? Do I think Audi be WDC, though? Not quite, I don't think, unfortunately. I mean, in the game, maybe, but maybe not in real life. Purple first sector, green in the middle.
5 minutes till rain.
5 minutes till rain. Okay, these soft tires should work out.
Keep this up. Well done.
It's not letting me delete. Bro, what's going on? Let me make sure. I pressed add moderator. There you go. Oh, wait, hang on. I think it just did it. Try now.
Okay, mate. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them.
Achieving average lap time of 15.0. Boy. Thanks, Nico. Appreciate it. Keep working at it. You haven't scored any points so far this season. Today is looking like you'll be getting your firsts. Finally. The car was really heavy in the hairpin there. Even 47 laps in. I just in F125 for over 100 hours sim. Is TV pod the medset or cockpit? I mean, you could be fast with either, really. But most people do play with TV pods. Just because you can see more and you can see where the cars are around you a bit better and stuff.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
When cars are alongside you in cockpit view, you just can't see them. Which is why TV pod's slightly better, but everyone is different. Some prefer cockpit. Some prefer TV pod. All preference. We have broke away from Lewis Hamilton a little bit here, 2.1. Pace so far on this soft tire is good. We kind of need to get past Lando ASAP before that rain hits, though. I'm faster in cockpit, but my awareness is 0. That's kind of the issue with cockpit view. It's just such limited visibility, and you can't see on mirrors or anything, so you don't know when someone's going for a move. It's just, cockpit in this game is just not very good, is the issue. If you have a cockpit with a 49-inch screen, it's good, but otherwise use TV pods. Yeah, you'll probably need a widescreen for sure. 100%. Give that one the right bit of a bump there, but wasn't too bad. I need to try and save some battery here. I use cockpit with high FFV, but I have triples. Again, that's suitable then. A lot of people play on like one single monitor, so it's just not really worth it. But again, you know, as I say, everyone's different. Some people enjoy the experience more than others, so... We should get Lando Norris's DRS in a moment. A little bit too far back here, but hopefully down the back straight, we can try and make the move for P1. How's tyres looking so far? Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Nah, I didn't quite get DRS. For the final corner we go. Next lap will be lap 50, 20 laps to the end. And I think we'll start seeing some people pitting for medium tyres soon. Where's that rain at? Weather report.
It looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain.
Still 5 minutes away.
Like the fastest tyre at the moment.
If Lando Norris pits before that rain arrives, GG. His race is done. Well within distance now. We're going to charge some battery behind him while we can't overtake him just yet. Keep on recharging. I think the move will most likely be done the final straight. Good recharge there. Romeo and Novak, thanks for us as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I think Lando's going to pit here. Let's see. We're on lap 50. And if they are going to go medium tires, this is probably the lap they're going to go on. So, here we go on Lando Norris. Look at the grip on the exit there. We get the battery now. We got the DRS as well. Lando Norris to the left. We will go on the inside and pass Lando Norris to take back the lead over this Grand Prix. Lando Norris dives into the pits as well, as we kind of expected. And he will drop down to P3. I think he'll stay ahead of Verstappen, who has got past Hulkenberg, by the way. Creeping back up the order. I tried your camera settings, but it's nothing like yours. Is it identical? Yeah, it's literally about to rain on Lando Norris pits. Welcome to F1 AI. The decision making is horrible. Thoughts on Embuemo this season? Eze's better. In my totally unbiased opinion. Notorious coming in with a Twitch Prime for 17 months as well. Thank you much, Notorious, for 17, my dude. I appreciate that. Oh, we've got yellows in turn 1. Someone spun. That's a McLaren as well. Wait, this could be a safety car. He's not moving yet. Or is he? No, he is moving. That would have been Oscar Piastri. If they were stationary for much... Ooh, hello. If they were stationary for much longer, that probably would have been a safety car. Thank you, Notorious, for the 17 months Twitch Prime, my dude. Appreciate that. I put in good, my dude. Max dropped down or pit? Looks like he pit. Which, again, is a pretty terrible idea with that rain coming in. Weather report.
Okay, the forecast suggests this rain's going to keep getting stronger for at least the next 15 minutes.
The rain's already here.
Seem like the best tyre for now.
The rain has already arrived. Okay, let's set the car up. Inters. A bit more front wing as well. There we go. That should be good. It's still a little bit early right now. But yeah, I can see the rain has arrived. Bit of a slide at the final corner. What are the tyres on? 20 and 17.
Okay, track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit full wets next time you come in.
You know what, lap? It actually could be this lap chat. You're my favourite to win the Creator Series Championship. I hope you didn't put money on that. You're going to lose it all. Lolly and Karim are in the form of their lives right now. There's no way I can beat them. Those guys are flying.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Oh, it's really bad out here now, actually, to be fair. I'm not feeling too much grip. Lolly's improved so much. I've always felt like Lolly has always been quick, but never really shown it. And this season he has finally like shown it a bit more. Vince can't even win his own community race championship. I won season 1, I love you know.
For the next 15 minutes at least.
Oh, the rear tires are still hot though. Oh, it's gonna be a bit longer, chat, I'm afraid. It's gonna be a little bit longer. It's not quite ready yet. The tires are still very hot, and that's on soft tires, so I got to wait a bit longer, I'm afraid. What wheelbase do you have? The Mazda R9. Vince Sandbag CS. I have never sandbagged CS in my life. I don't feel the need to.
At the moment, just focus on the driving.
I'm just naturally slow, Ross. Come on, man. Have some respect. You don't need to be insulting me like that, man. Am I looking forward to Drive to Survive? Hell no.
Okay, even though we're seeing
Absolutely
cars
not.
start to struggle in these conditions, if we pit for Inters now, we're going to be too slow, we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
My rear tires are still hot, man. Chat, why is this rain not getting more intense? My rear tires are still hot.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Box, we're coming in this lap.
Mark wants me in now.
Behind, 31.8 seconds.
Do I use R9 currently? Yeah. I mean, Hamilton's dropped off a little bit here, isn't he? I wonder if he's struggling a bit more than I am. 3 seconds to Hamilton now. We've got blue flags on Liam Lawson. I think DRS is still available, right? Why do so many F1 fans hate Drive to Survive? Because it's all fake. It's not real. It's all shit.
Don't forget, box this lap.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, maybe it's time. Oh, I don't know. The tires are still hot. The rear tires are still at 99. I'm staying out one more, chat. The rear tires are just too hot still.
Weather's changing now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
Mark wants me in, but the rear tires are not cooling down. Hamilton's in. It's a ploy to bring non-F1 fans into F1. I genuinely, okay, I have no problem with the idea of Drive to Survive. I do have a problem with the implementation of Drive to Survive. Does that kind of make sense? I think the idea of Drive to Survive is great, but the way it's done is horrendous. It is very greasy now, to be fair. Norris stayed out as well.
Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
Implementation meaning, like, I hate the way that they force, you know, the driver rivalries in a way. And the fact they use so many different scenes from different places to falsify a story. That, I don't know if maybe implementation is not quite the right word, but you know what I mean?
The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now. Okay, copy that.
What's the tire temps? It's not great still, but I think we have to. Hamilton gained a lot, 17 seconds. I think we had to. Execution? Yeah, maybe. Maybe execution is more what I'm looking for. But again, like, they knew what they were doing with it, you know? If it was mistakes and stuff like that, I can see through that. I can see by it. But they literally, on purpose, you know, look at last season, for example, of Drive to Survive. They literally used clips of Verstappen being annoyed about one race and put clips of that into Lando Norris winning a race, when, in fact, in the real world, we're just about ahead of Hamilton, by the way. In the real world, Max was very happy for Lando and stuff like that. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we trying to do this fake shit? Hopefully my interface is good. It's basically the Kardashians of F1, it's all fake. Exactly, that's what I mean, like. The original seasons of Drive to Survive were pretty good. The first couple of seasons I actually enjoyed. But then, when you start noticing things like that, it's just, it ruins it. It's just not what it's about. But that's their way of trying to get more fans in, is by making it more fake. Like, no. We're going the wrong way, man. I love having more fans and stuff in F1. I think it's great that the sport is growing and stuff like that. But I hate the way they're doing it. They're trying so hard to make it like a mainstream, you know, sort of thing.
Okay, the crews have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Took that long? Yeah, the entire thing, Harsh, is just a farce. And that's why I haven't watched... I think the last season of Drone Survivor I actually, like, watched was probably season 3, I think. Maybe season 4. I don't remember. There's quite a few seasons now, so... Do I feel like I can win and create a series? No. I haven't watched Drone Survivor at all. Is it worth watching? First 2 seasons, yes. After that, nah. I don't think so. I mean, having DRS off right now is quite useful for us. Is F1 going mainstream bad? Yes and no. Wow, Lewis gets a really bad exit that hairpin. The whole idea of making F1 go mainstream is not for the viewer. That's kind of the problem. It's not for the benefit of the viewer. It's for the benefit of the people at the top so they can get more money. That's the whole idea of it going mainstream. Their pockets are much bigger now than when it was when they first came in. Liberty Media, that is. And that's going to continue going. They don't actually care about the people who care about the sport. Why do you think we have so many, like, big, useless street tracks in very populated and high reputation cities now? Why do you think we got Jeddah? Why do you think we got Miami? Why do you think we got Vegas? No viewer wanted that. Not a single person wants more street tracks. Jeddah's kind of cool now. Yeah, but have you seen what they're going to replace Jeddah with? In Saudi Arabia? The Qadiyah circuit? Fucking Mario Kart over there? Pretty sure F1's been in mainstream for a long time. I mean, most people know of F1. And this is what they're trying to change. Most people know of F1, but don't know a lot about it. And the whole idea of limited media coming in was to change that so that people would know more about it. Because when you think Miami now, you think, oh, F1 races there. When you think Vegas, oh, F1 races there. That's the whole idea. Leave Rainbow Road F1 Edition alone. My bad, bro. My bad. You're right. Besides Vegas, Austin, and Miami, I don't think there are more US tracks. There's loads of US tracks. The problem that most US tracks have is that they just don't really have, like, big grandstands and stuff that are needed. In my opinion, Watkins Glen is the best American track out there. I think it's an amazing track. But they just don't really have, like, the seating and the hospitality that's needed for F1. Road America would be great in F1 as well, in my opinion, but they just don't have the necessary things to really be in F1. Austin's a great circuit. I agree. I love Austin. In F1, Austin's by far the best American circuit. Watkins Glen's FIA Grade 2. So is probably Road America. Michael and a product. Thank you for the Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. Appreciate the follows. If any Watkins comes on the calendar to send Miami, dude, I'd be very happy. And again, I'm not really, like, opposed to having you know, more races and stuff on the calendar, I think I'm more opposed of the tracks being used. It's the same thing as well. Like, I don't mind a couple more races in America, but the tracks being used is the problem, right? Like Miami.
Tire condition.
Miami.
Good.
What the fuck even is that, you know? Why is that here? Why are we there? What are we doing in Miami? Indianapolis is the only other Grade 1 circuit available, I think. To be fair, even Indy would be alright, to be honest. The problem is, Indy picked up a bit of a bad reputation after that whole tire shenanigans like 20 years ago. Hulkenberg's still P4, by the way. Biggest problem is Miami and Vegas aren't real tracks like Glen and Coates are. Exactly. And this is kind of what I mean about what F1 are trying to do. They're trying to push away so many big, classic, well-known tracks, you know? Spa-Francorchamps, arguably, actually, not even arguably, the greatest F1 track of all time, is being pushed away for more street tracks. I told you, Kurt. I fucking told you we would. DRS being off right now is literally a savior for this P1, by the way. Give it Daytona instead of Miami. I don't know how the cars would deal with Daytona, but... Hockenheim's a go-to track in my opinion. Dude, I think Hockenheim's a great track. I hope we see it back on the calendar soon. There are many tracks out there that deserve to be on the calendar that aren't. Am I from Germany? 9. Yeah, Sepang's one of them. Hockenheim, Sepang, Istanbul Park. I'd love to see those tracks back in F1, but no. Let's get a street track in Chicago. That sounds like a great plan. I prefer that one.
The rain's getting worse. Be very careful.
Downtown Detroit GP. We will not be there. Didn't they plan on a race in Manhattan? Yeah, I think there was like talks about it. Didn't they also? Aren't they also in talks with Thailand as well to get a race there at some point? There's been a few negotiations. Six more laps to go, by the way, chat. We're still holding on to this lead. Rain has got a little bit worse, but we're still holding this P1. We've been yapping so much about terrible F1 circuits that we've kind of forgot we're in a battle for our first ever Audi win here. Not even Audi win, first entire win of the season. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. We're good. Mugello? I don't see the hype about Mugello. FFB Patriotic. Vince wants to see Hanoi? Nah. The way I view Miami now is the same way I viewed Hanoi. I am so glad we never raced in Hanoi, bro. I'm telling you, that would have been a disaster. It already was, and we didn't race there. Thoughts on Kyalami? I love Kyalami. I don't know how we would do modern F1, but I love that track. It's so fun to drive on an ACC. come on. Magna Core used to be an ace in F1. Could you imagine modern day cars in Magna Core? Imagine them trying to take that chicane. GG.
Okay, I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice.
How is
for a
Bottas
while
not
yet.
getting blipped? There we go. I swear I've been stuck behind Bottas this entire time. Kyle, I missed something red from you. I'm guessing you've been a few times. Yeah, let's get a street race around Niagara Falls. You go through the border of Canada and America. Oh boy. Go through customs each lap? Yep. I've heard how they treat Yuki Tsunoda, though. I think he might be waiting a few hours every single time he goes through that lap, though. Come on. F1 on the M25. More of a car park than in Monaco. Horrendous piece of motorway. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Oh, Bottas, yes! Against your old teammate as well, you handsome devil. Oh, you boss! That helps out massively. 1.6 to Hamilton. That might be what we need. Let's get Toronto GP and race on the widest highway of all of North America.
Gap to your teammate behind.
the widest
38.3
highway of all of North
seconds.
America, and it's still terrible traffic. Excellent. Oh, I've already broken up the gap. I wonder, did he get damage from Bottas? Wait, there's no way, did he actually? Whoa. No, I think it's all right. Me personally, chat, I'm trying to see a Pleasant Park GP. We've already got that Fortnite F1 collab. Time for a Pleasant Park Grand Prix. We need Macau GP back with the small cars. You think Monaco's bad? Wait until you see Macau. It's crazy. Macau is horrendous. A good test for driver skill, but is Vince crazy at Fortnite? Nah. I never was very good at Fortnite. I had my my peak days on there, but that was a long time ago now. Vince should hop on Fortnite for a stream and hit a 20 bomb. If I was to ever play Fortnite again, which probably is never going to happen, it would not be with build mode on. I sucked at that shit. Stella Montes Night Raid GP. Oh, shit. Oh, I just about made that. Salty Springs GP better, not gonna lie. It is a bit. I think Salty Springs are. Nah, I'm sticking Pleasant Park. Two more laps to go, chat. Minecraft stream when? You know what, right? I've always thought about, because obviously, like this account here is only for like motorsports and stuff. I've always thought about like having a second account where I would just like play random games and shit. Oh, Christ. What AI? You want 110? Minecraft Mario Kart. The fuck? That'd be great content, to be fair. Always thought about doing it, just never did. I do play games quite a lot off stream, like... I am quite a gamer, one would say, but... Seeing as this is like a mainly motorsports team channel, I've kind of always kept it that way, but... Maybe one day I'll make a second account for playing games and stuff outside of motorsports. F1 wheel or GT3 wheel from Fanatec? Depends where you're going to play more. They're both, like, equally as compatible with each game, to be fair. I mean, both useful. Here we go, chat. Lap 70 of 70.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
There's a lot of back markers in front of us here. They better not cause any problems. Tell you what, Norris's pace has been pretty good so far. He's 6.2 behind, but unless we make a big mistake, he's not going to catch us. Hamilton's still within that 1.5 second range right now, but not looking too good for him. I don't even know if we'll catch this traffic, to be fair. Antonelli's last? Oh, buddy, what a stinker. Kimmy. Are you sure you don't want me to lap you, mate? You can go home a little bit earlier. You don't have to worry about going into the, doing another lap. Oh, wow, they're actually about to get blue flags, aren't they? This is going to be interesting. Don't do it, please, AI, don't do it. Please don't do it, AI. Please don't do it. Okay, nice, that's not bad. Wait, it's P14, never mind. I thought it was last. Here we go, chat! Through the final corner we go! A little bit of a drift on the exit! Ladies and gentlemen! Barry Huckelheim wins his first race in the Audi and of the 2026 season. We had to really push through with that one. I think we got a little bit of luck, though, with Hamilton getting wing damage. But we do take our first ever win with Barry Huckelheim in the Audi. It took 10 races, and we had to be put to work for that one. But we have got it done. And I believe Hulkenberg also got some good points today as well. His first points of the season. What a day for Audi. P1. Was it a P4, was it? P1 and P4. Great job. Very, very good job. That should also be the win for Audi on the prediction as well, right? Hopefully. GG's, chat. G bloody G's. I want to say first of many, but I feel like probably not. I feel like it's very unlikely. But we'll enjoy the moment. GG's. Lewis Hamilton does finish P2 in the end. Lando Norris holds on for P3 as well. I think there's a pretty big gap between the top three and the rest of the grid as well. Hamilton really was pushing us that entire race. But obviously that one moment between him and the back marker probably set him back. But either way, that will do it for the Canadian Grand Prix. And we take our first ever win with Audi. GG. How are we feeling about Aston Martin IRL? Where do I start, man? Where do I start?
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend.
Mr. 84 with a gifted sub as well to Lando Norris. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, man. Appreciate the gifted sub to Mr. Lando. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Confirmation of our first ever win of the season and with Barry Huckelheim. Audi get their first one, of course, on top of that as well. So first for everybody today. Lewis Hamilton finishes P2. Lando Norris P3. Nico Hulkenberg. GG, Nico Hulkenberg. His first points of the season, and it's a P4. What a drive for the German. Charles Leclerc finishes P5. Hadjar P6. Lance Stroll, George Russell, Ocon and Verstappen all in the top 10 as well. Charles Leclerc had a pretty good drive to be fair, getting back to P5. Verstappen, a little bit disappointing for him there. Only P13 to P10. That's a bit of a tough one for him, but yeah, either way, that will do us a world of good for the Drivers' Championship. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We move into the top three of the Drivers' Championship. We are now 19 points ahead of Oscar Piastri in the Drivers' Championship. Still quite far away from the top two. I don't think we'll be in the title challenge like that this season, but we could definitely hopefully try and fight for that top three. And that result right there is a great way of getting it as well. Piastri drops down to P4, then Hadjar still in P5 with Leclerc and Hamilton right behind them. George Russell in 8th, Sainz Alonso in that top 10. Carlos Sainz, very mixed day for him today, huh? He got a P2 in Barcelona, then DNF'd in the Canadian Grand Prix, so not a great day to be a Carlos Sainz. Nico Hulkenberg jumps all the way up to 13th in the Drivers' Championship on 12 points. A very good day at the office for the German. Hopefully, he can kick on from here and start scoring some more big points. And yeah, that helps out a lot in the Constructors' Championship as well. But almost 100 points up on Mercedes right now. Almost 100 points up on Mercedes. We are definitely the superior German team. Red Bull currently lead the way in the Constructors, though, by 12 points to McLaren. Ferrari currently on 188, 108 down on Red Bull right now, so they're struggling a little bit in their title charge. We sit P4, though, almost 100 up on Mercedes in 5th, Williams in 6th, Aston Martin 7th, Haas, Alpine, and Racing Bull complete their top 10. However, Cadillac in P11, yet to score a single point. When will their time come? It's not happened yet. It's not happened yet. Wait, Valtteri Bottas got 10 seconds? What for? What did he get a 10 second for? Ignoring blue flags, GG. Oh, Verstappen got a 10-second penalty as well for causing a collision with Oscar Piastri on lap 51. Oh, we're going to go review that, chat, haven't we? We're going to have to go review that. Lap 51. What happened to... what did Verstappen get a penalty for? Maybe that's why he finished so much lower than I expected, I guess. 58. 51, sorry, 51. Max spun Oscar, did he? Let's see. Lap 51. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? How is that? How is that Max's fault? Yo, imagine imagine how horrifying this must be, though. You're coming out of the pits and the guy just going through turn 1 just spins into the pit exit. How does Max get the penalty for that? Bro, come on, EA, man. That's outrageous, bro. That's actually outrageous. That's so dumb. Very good game. Very, very good. Color me shocked, man. Color me shocked.